here. Sideways goes Acosta. He's got that inside line. That's going to be really, really close. He's just going to...
On the second lap, he's back down to 6th place. So it has been a tough start after an initial good launch for Brad.
Fastest rider in the sprint now, Bagnaia, 1:30.838. The gap though still just over 6.
Just about keeping touch with the top two, but at the moment only Martin and Bagnaia are able to lap in the 1:30s.
Going down under half a second, it's back down to now as Bagnaia gets down to business.
Just how much will
here now, isn't he? Big time. Just look at the gap through his favourite and just look on green with envy. He makes up so much.
Sprint podium for Marc Marquez. I think are going to be reliant on some mistakes up ahead of him.
Who would have said the 13 under the San Marino sunshine in Misano? It's Jorge Martin looking to increase.
Of the number 89, he's a very difficult rider to dislodge, particularly in these sprint scenarios.
Throw it up the inside of Martin. Never got close to laying a glove on the number 89, who powers his Prima
The copter shot of the area where Bagnaia was able to close in on Jorge Martin through that sequence of right-handers, starting with
his home crowd. Well, you can throw those in the bin. Well, he's pushing really hard. He almost makes a big boo-boo coming out of turn 5. Then he
left into turn 6. He's not close enough coming out of Tremonto on this lap. It cost him a quarter of a second.
He's jumped all the way back onto the rear tyre of Martin. It's sector 3 where Bagnaia was leader. He's got himself back in the 1:30s.
Yeah, Martin is saying, Pecco, if you want this under a threat when they get down to 14.
This was the showdown. Fast right.
Wide.
Martin's gone wide. Martin then has blinked. Listen to the crowd. That pressure.
He's just been given a track limits warning. Of course, we have seen already in sprints this year. Caspi back to Austria when he took that. Then to go back up the inside of Bagnaia into 14 because Bagnaia was holding the inside of the racetrack. So it was a mistake that cost him the lead.
Right. Okay. Bigger picture. Pecco's just the stronger rider. He's the faster rider.
He's not got any threat from behind from Marc Marquez. Bastianini with a 31-1 last time round.
Here on Bagnaia. They sweep now through turn 6. They'll attack hard under the bridge.
Overhead shot on Bagnaia and Martin. So far on this lap, the gap is holding steady at around 0.4 of a second, down from 1.3 at the start of the lap. That's the message to Bagnaia. I think the message that Bagnaia will be saying under his crash helmet.
And Martin over the line, he was 1.2 seconds adrift of Jorge Martin.
Joan Mir, should I say, who had track limits warnings. He hasn't heeded that warning. Martin, as mentioned, is one of as possible for this. He might just make a mistake.
Just out of your picture, Marquez at the moment holding off. Lead cut once again to under half a second by Martin, who's going all in here, isn't he? Martin has made in this whole sprint, and it looks like it is going to cost him the shoulders of the world champion, who has all the answers at the moment. They come through
It's every apex of 16 of them around this circuit, and he should have enough to hold off for him.
Between the lap times, but the problem for the Beast is he let the two ahead of him get away by 1.5.
He's got Pedro Acosta under control. The gap between them is almost a second, so Marc Marquez has 4th under control. But
That's in San Marino for Pecco Bagnaia. He takes the checker flag just under 3/10 of